The United States is passing through a critical and complex phase where politics, economy, global tensions, and social challenges are all unfolding at the same time. Across the country, Americans are closely watching how their government responds to rising international pressures, internal divisions, and economic uncertainty. From Washington to small towns, there is a sense that the nation is standing at an important crossroads, with decisions made today likely to shape the future for years to come. Politically, the atmosphere remains highly polarized. Lawmakers from both major parties continue to clash over key issues such as government spending, immigration policy, national security, and healthcare. Congressional debates are often intense, and reaching bipartisan agreement has become increasingly difficult. This division has slowed down important legislation, leaving many citizens frustrated and uncertain about whether their leaders can work together during a time of global instability. The upcoming election cycle has further intensified political tensions. Campaign rallies, political advertisements, and public debates are dominating media coverage. Candidates are focusing heavily on issues like inflation, job creation, border security, and America's role on the world stage. Voters, meanwhile, are more engaged than ever, but also deeply divided, with trust in institutions becoming a central concern in public discourse. Economically, the United States continues to face mixed signals. While employment numbers remain relatively strong in several sectors, many Americans are struggling with the rising cost of living. Prices of food, fuel, housing, and healthcare have placed pressure on middle-class and low-income families. Interest rates remain a major topic of discussion, as borrowing costs affect homebuyers, small businesses, and overall economic growth. The housing market has become a significant challenge, particularly in major cities. Rent prices remain high, and home ownership is increasingly out of reach for young families. Experts warn that without long-term solutions, housing insecurity could worsen, contributing to homelessness and social inequality. At the same time, corporate profits in certain industries continue to grow, adding to public debate over wealth distribution. On the international front, the United States is deeply involved in global affairs. Rising tensions in the Middle East, strategic competition with major powers, and ongoing conflicts in different regions have placed American foreign policy under intense scrutiny. Military readiness, defense spending, and diplomatic negotiations are all key priorities as leaders attempt to protect national interests while avoiding wider conflict. National security remains a top concern for both policymakers and citizens. Cybersecurity threats, misinformation campaigns, and concerns about foreign interference have highlighted vulnerabilities in digital infrastructure. Government agencies are increasing efforts to strengthen defenses, but experts warn that evolving technology continues to present new risks that require constant vigilance. Socially, the country continues to navigate cultural and racial issues. Protests and public demonstrations have become a common way for citizens to express dissatisfaction with policies related to policing, education, and civil rights. While some see these movements as essential to democracy, others worrying about increasing unrest and division within society. Healthcare remains another major issue shaping national conversation. Hospitals and medical professionals are dealing with staffing shortages, rising costs, and increased demand for services. Mental health, in particular, has gained attention as stress, anxiety, and depression affect millions of Americans. Calls for reform and better access to affordable care continue to grow louder. Education is also undergoing major changes. Debates over school curriculum, funding, and the role of technology in classrooms have sparked controversy across states. Teachers' unions, parents, and policymakers often disagree on how to best prepare students for a rapidly changing world, especially as artificial intelligence and automation reshape the job market. Climate and environmental concerns are increasingly influencing policy decisions. Extreme weather events, including storms, wildfires, and heat waves, have raised questions about infrastructure readiness and environmental protection. Federal and state governments are investing in clean energy and disaster preparedness, but critics argue that progress is too slow. Despite these challenges, many Americans remain hopeful. Innovation, entrepreneurship, and community resilience continue to drive progress. Small businesses, volunteers, and local leaders are working to support their communities, demonstrating that unity is still possible even during difficult times. In conclusion, the current situation in the United States reflects a nation facing serious tests at home and abroad. Political division, economic pressure, global tensions, and social change are all shaping daily life. Yet history shows that the country has faced similar moments before. How leaders and citizens respond now will determine whether the United States emerges stronger, more united, and better prepared for the future.